The WWE Royal Rumble was absolutely insane. This year, we would see the most stacked Rumble of all time. Many people expected the Final Four to be John Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, or Seth Rollins. Everybody also expected one of those names to come out victorious in main event WrestleMania. However, it turned out that the final two would be John Cena and Jey Uso. This is when John Cena was supposed to win, but to shock everyone, Jey Uso eliminated John Cena to win the 2025 Royal Rumble. It was truly one of the most shocking moments in wrestling history. The story of Cena returning and winning this match to earn a main event at WrestleMania almost seemed too easy to book. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected this outcome. There's a ton of fans who absolutely hate the idea, thinking there were so many other great options of who could have won the match. Reigns, Cena, and Punk were the heavy favorites going into this match. However, Triple H and the WWE gave us the biggest plot twist of all time and had Jey Uso go on to win this match. And most likely, he will be facing Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship in a rematch. What a crazy and wild outcome. I'm not even lying to you guys. I would have never, ever predicted this. Anyways, there's some breaking news regarding Drew McIntyre and a real backstage fight that he got into after being eliminated. PW Insider reported this: something went wrong with Drew McIntyre's elimination from the men's Royal Rumble match. When Drew got to the back, he was screaming and cursing that someone had to get their moves in at the expense of a number of stories in the match. He then loudly stormed out of the building and was gone well before the match ended. The report went on to say that there will be more to the story as they get more details, and honestly, I'm unsure if this is a work or not. Like, something similar happened when CM Punk returned at Survivor Series in 2023. Drew McIntyre reportedly left the arena that time because he was pissed off when he found out about the company signing CM Punk. That led to the biggest feud of 2024 between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, which was the feud of the year and gave us some of the greatest classic moments in wrestling. If this is a work, I think it might have to do with Roman Reigns. The WWE has been quietly building this feud. Drew McIntyre wants his revenge, and this story could play into that dynamic. And if this is real, then this could become a huge problem for Drew McIntyre. You see, Drew McIntyre cannot do something like this. I can't even begin to think about who this is about if it is real. But if it's a top star like CM Punk, Roman Reigns, or Seth Rollins, of who he complained about, then this could lead to some serious heat that could get him fired or maybe make him miss WrestleMania. Who knows? I'll make sure to update you guys when there is some more news to the story. I'm sure this will not be the end of that story. There's been a lot of talk about this Royal Rumble and if it's the best or the worst. From what I see, half of the people thought it was the greatest missed opportunity, while the other half thought it was the best Royal Rumble ever. I honestly understand both sides of this argument. There's fans who believe that Jey Uso winning was very underwhelming, considering, like I said earlier, all the legends you had that could have won. Then there's other fans who believe that that's what makes this so great. It was unpredictable, and the WWE just created a new star who's going to go on to become a world champion who is so over with the entire crowd. I think the match itself was really great. It's a top 5 Royal Rumble for sure. I don't have a problem with Jey Uso winning at the end of the day as long as things play out well. I think when it's all said and done, it'll work out. John Cena will probably win the Chamber match, and then he's going to go on to face Cody Rhodes, and we might get a CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins triple threat match, which would be so great. Drew McIntyre already has beef with somebody that can lead to a match at Mania weekend, and then you have Jey Uso who will get his big moment. To me, this was a pretty great, unpredictable Royal Rumble, and if things play out the way I think they will, I honestly can't complain. I think it's important to talk about the special celebrity entrant we had in this year's Royal Rumble. Speed took Akira Tozawa's spot, and then Braun Breaker actually killed the man with one of the craziest spears I've ever seen. I think this guy actually got a concussion. Other than that, he shared a clip of his leg as well, and a good chunk of it was ripped off during his small part in this Rumble match. This just proves that wrestlers are on a different level. Speed is the perfect example of an average person, and you clearly need to be special in order to be in the WWE and be able to perform 300 days days a year. With that said, Speed gets a lot of respect for even stepping into that ring. I love how he just gets completely destroyed every time he gets involved in WWE. I think he might want to retire soon and never come back. Let's move on to the next match that we need to discuss, and that's the ladder match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. The match started off slow. Eventually, things did pick up, and we saw some of the craziest bumps ever. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens did not care about their lives at all. They love putting their bodies on the line for the love of the game. The match ended with Cody Rhodes basically trying to end Owens after the Alabama Slam off the announce table onto a ladder. Afterwards, Cody even came back and he would brag about winning this match, and I think it's happening. I think Cody Rhodes and the WWE has been slowly building a heel version of the Homelander Cody that we're gonna get soon. If you think about it, he's been talking more aggressively. He didn't even care to put Kevin Owens to that ladder. And then you had Sami Zayn checking on Owens while Cody just held his title high, which shows me that he doesn't care about KO. And then we're also going to get a Sami and Cody feud next, maybe even at the Chamber. And while it may look like Cody is the face right now, we will see him eventually turn heel. And I think it will be at WrestleMania when he cheats to beat John Cena. That would be absolutely insane. One of the craziest ways to close out Mania. And finally, we had the Women's Royal Rumble to start the show. This was a fun match. It's clear that NXT has the most stacked women's division in all of wrestling right now. Also, let's talk about Jordynne Grace. This woman is going to be a superstar. I personally wanted her to win the Royal Rumble. She's so good, and it would have been nice to see her versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship, with her even possibly winning at WrestleMania. There are just some wrestlers that you push to the moon on their arrival, and I think she might be one of them. You also had Trish Stratus, who came back, which is always a fun time. Trish is so good in that ring, even at this age, which is unbelievable. I think it's always nice to see her back in the WWE. Nikki Bella also surprised everyone, making her return, and while many people wanted AJ Lee, instead we got Nikki Bella, but I'm not mad at it at all. AJ Lee never promised a return, so you can't really be upset. I'm honestly going to give up on the entire AJ Lee will return videos. I don't think she's ever wrestling again, and that's fine. She does not need to. The other return was Charlotte Flair, who would go on to win the Royal Rumble, and some people were upset about this. I wasn't. I have no problem with this decision at all. I think Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship will be a very good bout at WrestleMania, and also Charlotte only won one other Royal Rumble. The woman has been out of action for over a year. To have her return and win was a nice thing to see. I still would have personally liked something a bit more fresh, like Jordynne Grace, like I said, winning, but I'm not mad at Charlotte winning at all. Anyways, that is it for the Royal Rumble. What did you guys think about the pay-per-view? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.